Lunar and solar. Hi everybody, this is Christy and I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. So, okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. I feel like a royal douche here. And excuse my phrasing there. If you do find offense with that word, then I do apologize. I am just trying to be a little bit silly here. And I've been trying to work on this video for a couple of days, or I've had this within my awareness to get this video out to you for a couple of days. And of course, I am like, are you serious? How come you didn't make this video earlier? Yesterday, I was extremely fatigued. Not my body, but mentally fatigued. So the video that I provided you all with was, of course, what was given to me at that moment to also help me transition through what I am also going through as well. So today is the eclipse. We were unable to see it from our location. It was and still is completely cloudy and was extremely foggy this morning. But I was able to I also tried to go to the beach camera and try to look on their camera here at the beach. That's a couple of hours away, but it was also a little bit cloudy there, but the sun and the combination of the sun and the moon kind of just looked like a huge glare through that lens. But I also watched it briefly on the live eclipse feed that is available online, and you can also still, I'm sure it's still available online. So, again, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Everything that is taking place is so beautiful. It is so beautiful and such a significant event that we are all experiencing. Now, what I want to continue to explain here is that we work in the physical body, and then we have to go to our spiritual bodies, the mental, emotional, and the spiritual, on top of our physical body. So we are clearing the physical body and hopping into all the other spiritual bodies, and also doing the same clearing. You will work with the 7 main chakras in your physical body. You're going to go to the next with the 7 chakras, and to the next, and to the next. And it's a lot. And that's why it always seems as if, well, we're right back at square one. Why am I right back at the root? Why am I right back at the sacral and dealing with the wounds? And every time we go through the astrological sign of the wounded warrior, for instance, we are going to tap into the sacral chakra, where the wounds, our past wounds, anything that deals with abandonment, and things like that, not being loved, unworthiness, lacking value, that's where we are dealing with the sacral chakra. But we are dealing with it at a different level. And when we work with our monad, we too are integrating or learning to bring balance between masculine and feminine energies until they are unified. That unification is going to take place within our physical body, so for every level that we are currently working at, wherever that you are on your level, within whatever body that you are tapped into currently, you will be attempting to balance both masculine and feminine energies. And whatever chakras, if you have gotten through all of the major centers within your physical body, you're also going to tap into the same centers within your spiritual bodies, unifying, cleansing, unifying, all of that good stuff in every single level. When you are finally ready, lots of this integration is going to take place. Now, what I also want to add in this video, before I give you the great news about all of this and the eclipse, is that the true integration of spirit, of our monad, of all of the good stuff, doesn't come in until the very end. We might be dealing with pieces of integration throughout our journey. It's mostly about purifying ourselves and balancing ourselves. Towards the end, when we have completely built our thread through the Antakarana, that's when, again, we are going to have this kind of a testing period to see what our bodies have done, all the work that we have done. That's when there's, spirit can test to see how much room is available for light, for information, for the divine spirit, for complete embodiment of Christ consciousness. Now, what does this eclipse signify? I made a video a long time ago about the Bindu. This is a chakra that many people don't know about and don't activate. The Bindu is considered the point at which creation begins and may become unity. It is also described as a sacred symbol of the cosmos in its unmanifested state. The Bindu is often merged with a seed or a sperm and ova. There is one color is white, one color is red. The white Bindu is related to Shiva and the moon. The red Bindu resides, which does reside within the sacral chakra, is related to Shakti and the sun. This is what it means to merge both solar and lunar seed, where the Christ child can be born. And I'm trying to get my thoughts together here. This is the process of the true hierogamos, or the sacred marriage, in that this also takes place in stages, in different levels, pertaining to your spiritual bodies. Again, the marriage will take place in the physical body between the masculine and the feminine. It will also move on to your spiritual bodies. Towards the end, when you have completely cleared out at all levels, the Bindu is going to fully be open and activated so that you can have its use. This is where the solar seed and the lunar seed combine together and make creation. So that's what's happening. It's what's happening at in a cosmic level, which is opening and activating certain aspects of divine self within, so that in the right timing, of course, in your own personal life, you can have what the Bindu carries and brings. When the Bindu is open, you probably have already opened this center, tapped into it throughout your journey, depending on where you are. When it is finally completely cleared, where light or nectar can finally fill the vessel, it's going to, the Bindu and the seed, because the lunar and the solar seed are now creating something, the nectar, life, creation, is going to begin to drip into the cauldron and fill that cauldron up, which is inside of your crown. Once the cauldron is finally filled completely, it will drip and drip ever so lightly and give you the type of everlasting life filled with information, full of goodness. And so I wanted to fill you in on that. And I am going to probably work on another video of what I have actually been going through as well. Quite possibly. I haven't decided yet fully. Now, in an individual who hasn't had lots of clearing, and this is possible even for anybody who has cleared and has the Bindu open and activated, things can close back up. Centers can close back up when we lose ourself again. This is a continuous path. When things are open and activated and are in use, we still have to stay in alignment with love and truth, with our divinity, with what resonates with the soul in the spirit. Otherwise, all of the work that we have done goes in vain. So our path is never over and done with until our life on this planet is over and done with. And then we still continue on. So don't get into that mind frame of, when is it going to be done? When is this going to become easier? It's never over. And it's not that our path gets easier, it's that we get stronger. But we have to continuously stay strong and in alignment with this. I hope this helps. And I hope that you are also experiencing this. Or I hope that you are aware that you are experiencing this. If we are having an experience and don't understand it, it's very hard to know where we are, which means it's very difficult to ever figure out where we're going. If your Bindu is open, you will feel lots of tingling towards the top, but back of the skull, where we usually have that swirl of hair. Of course, if you have long hair, you won't know about it or see it now, but you probably know about it. If you're a man, you have short hair, you can see that little swirl. That's where the hair begins. That's where the center of life begins, the swirl, that vortex. You may begin to feel dripping from that area if, depending on where you are, it may feel as if it's filling up somewhere. You may begin to feel dripping down the back of your throat as well. And throughout this time, please know that our equilibrium could be off. We could be out of balance, or feel a little dizzy, extremely fatigued as we learn to integrate what is taking place. When you can make sense and link things up from what is taking place astrologically to how you feel internally, you can make that connection. And by making that connection, symptoms can subside. So I hope this video helps. Keep in mind, the symptoms that we can go through can be massive depending on where you are. Like I said, dizziness, tired. Your digestion could be a little off. Your legs and feet can be, you can be dealing with lots of discomfort, pins and needles or tightness, muscle cramps, hungry or not hungry, blurred vision or clearer vision. There's no right or wrong. It goes with wherever we are on our journey and how we're made of, what we're made of. And, I could be sensitive to certain things and you won't. There's no right or wrong. We're different individuals. And don't compare journeys. The only thing that I ask is that you find an understanding pertaining to what you're going through so that it can assist you in moving forward. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.